Hey, Spencer here. This video is only 10 minutes long, but it could very well change the way that you think about productivity. Just 7 days from now, you could be the person that gets twice as much done in only 3 hours a day. In fact, if you feel overwhelmed because you're trying to get 1,000 things done at once, or you can't keep your focus for more than 5 minutes, or you're just beyond frustrated because you can't finish through with your original plan, this video is for you. Because contrary to what you might have heard or what the online gurus will tell you, you don't need to take cold showers to develop discipline. You don't need more YouTube productivity hacks or courses or books. You don't need meditation or affirmations. You don't need a 2-hour-long billionaire morning routine. And you don't need an 80-an-hour work week. All you need is a simple, proven, and repeatable process. A process that will narrow down your focus each day to a few activities that yield the biggest return. At Finisher Secrets, we call this the 3-hour Workday System. And it consists of 5 simple rules that you can follow each day to achieve in 3 hours what most people hope to achieve in 3 days. So if you don't know anything about us, we are Finisher Secrets. We are a performance company with the mission of eliminating 1 million hours of wasted time and effort for entrepreneurs and helping them reach their ambitious goals in less time. Our founder, Javier Lori, started Finisher Secrets 3 years ago out of a frustration from jumping to task and never being able to truly finish a project. Despite not speaking English fluently and struggling with ADHD, he saw an opportunity to improve himself and to help others who felt the same way he did. Today, over 30,000 businesses are powered by the Finisher Secrets that we've discovered along the way. So if you're ready, I'm going to take you through the 5-step 3-hour workday process so you can start implementing these tools today and become a finisher. Let's get started. So looking at our 3 hours a day, right? For most people, 3 hours is not enough to get a long to-do list done. But the truth is, you don't even need a to-do list. Which brings us into the first rule, which is have no more than 3 tasks a day. Yeah. 3. When you shift your mindset to only allowing yourself 3 hours in a day to get things done, you sort of see things differently and you start taking different actions and asking yourself different questions. For instance, rather than what do I need to get done today, it's what's the most important thing that I could finish if I only had 3 hours. Limiting the number of hours you have to work on something forces you to prioritize and leave what we call fake work. So what is fake work? Well, let me put it this way. If you finish your day feeling like you were very busy throughout the whole day, but you don't have any sort of results to show for it, you've probably been doing a good amount of fake work. Fake work keeps you busy. Fake work makes you feel productive. Fake work keeps you in a comfort zone because it's easy work to do. But the truth is, fake work doesn't really produce any results. I'll give you some examples, but let's first hop into rule number 2. And that's to focus on the $1,000 an hour work. So for most entrepreneurs, we kind of look at it this way. There are 3 kinds of tasks. There's the $10 an hour task, there's the $100 an hour task, and there's the $1,000 an hour task. And you guessed it, most fake work falls into the $10 an hour tasks. $10 an hour work makes you feel productive and it's easy work. It feels like you're doing stuff, but you're not really getting any important work done. Nothing that moves the needle. Things like, customer service or replying to emails or editing your website or shipping out products, if you're a physical e-commerce business. $100 an hour work is when you sort of delegate the $10 an hour work to others so that it can free up some of your time and allow you to focus on the next type of work, which is the $1,000 an hour work. Now, you probably understand this by now, but the $1,000 an hour work is the type of work that moves the needle, it generates revenue, and it moves you closer to your goals more quickly. It has the biggest impact on what you're trying to achieve. Things like writing a sales letter or developing a new product, or even hiring a sales manager that will double or triple your sales next quarter. If you only have 3 hours per day, you need to shift your focus to this kind of work. Now, I know that this type of work and these type of tasks can look different for everyone depending on your industry or whatever it might be. And the downside of these high value activities is that they require a lot of effort and focus. And it's the number one reason why people try to avoid it or procrastinate on it. But not you, my friend, because you're gonna use rule number 3 to simply and only focus on the $1,000 an hour work. Rule number 3 is to get into the flow with long time blocks. We talk about this a lot here at Finisher Secrets, but many articles and reports have shown that some of the most successful entrepreneurs like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and others use a time boxing technique, which according to Harvard Business Review magazine is the most effective way to stay focused for long periods of time. This method is super simple, but it's effective. And basically what you do is you block out time in your day to focus on one task for the extent of that time. We have found that it takes about 90 minutes of uninterrupted work and singular focus to really be in that flow state. When you reach that flow state, your quantity and quality of work goes out the roof. It's pretty impressive. Some studies have shown a 500% increase in productivity and substantial gains in performance. Let's use writing as an example to help you understand this a bit better. Let's say it takes you 1 hour to write 1,000 words. At 100% increase, right, you'd be able to write 1,000 words in 30 minutes. At 200% increase, you'd be able to write 1,000 words in 20 minutes. But at a 500% increase, you'd be able to write 1,000 words in 12 minutes. That's insane. So to make this 3-hour workday a reality, you would essentially need 2 90-minute time block sections to reach this flow state, and you could take a 15 to 20 minute break in between. Now, getting into the flow state is not easy, especially in today's world of distractions and interruptions. But with the right environment and routine, it's totally possible, which we're gonna discuss that at another time. Now, you're probably wondering, if I'm spending 3 hours in this $1,000 per hour work flow state, what are you supposed to do with the lower value tasks that need to get done and that are necessary? That takes us into rule number 4, which is spend some money to buy some time. You see, if you want to scale your time and your business, you need to start thinking about spending money to buy yourself more time to be able to work on these high value tasks. You need to outsource or hire someone to do that low $10 an hour work so you can focus on growing your business. For example, if you're a consultant and you spend maybe 10 hours a week working on administrative tasks, you could hire a virtual assistant for $400 a month to do that work for you, which would free up an extra 40 hours a week to work on getting new clients or spend more time on your current ones. You need to start thinking like a true entrepreneur and focus on the things that make you money and delegate the rest. And the last rule, but certainly not the least of these, is rule number 5, and that's to measure results and not measure effort. Most people brag about working 80 hours a week and tell themselves that they need to work even harder to achieve success. But they often forget to measure their progress, which results in wasted time and wasted effort. The only way to know if you're moving the needle is to measure your results. It's very important to have a clear and measurable goal so you can measure it and see if you're succeeding or failing. For example, if your goal is to make $10,000 a month, you need to be able to check at the end of each week, are you doing the things you need to get to that goal? How much are you making per week? If you can't measure these things, you may need to change your strategy. Remember, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. You need to be absolutely ruthless with your time and only focus on the things that will move the needle for you. By doing this, you learn what works and what doesn't. You free up a ton of time by only focusing on the tasks that matter, and you ultimately make better decisions as an entrepreneur. And that's how you make the 3-hour workday a true reality. By following these 5 simple rules, you're able to achieve incredible results in a fraction of the time and finally get that freedom and balance that you've been looking for. In this video, I've done everything I can to show you how this method can radically change your business and your life. Now, the ball's in your court.